Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the curious case of Master Oogway, the once beloved YouTuber who has now become the laughingstock of the platform. We'll be exploring the reasons behind the hate he receives and why he has fallen from grace. So grab a snack and settle in, because this is going to be a wild ride. Master Oogway, whose real name is Ömer Sastam, is a Turkish-Dutch YouTuber who rose to fame through his unique blend of voiceover comedy and memes. He started his YouTube career focusing primarily on gaming content, where his humorous commentary and engaging style quickly garnered a substantial following. Over time, he expanded his content to include a variety of comedic sketches and satirical videos, often employing a characteristically edgy and dark sense of humor. Oogway's comedic style drew heavily from internet meme culture, leveraging its fast-paced and often irreverent nature to create viral content. His early success was marked by rapid growth in subscribers and widespread popularity within the YouTube gaming community. His ability to tap into trending topics and deliver content that resonated with a broad audience helped solidify his place as a notable figure on the platform. As Master Oogway's popularity grew, so did the pressure to continually outdo himself and maintain his audience's interest. This pressure seemed to lead to a notable shift in his behavior and content. What started as relatively light-hearted and edgy humor began to venture into more controversial and provocative territory. Oogway's jokes and memes increasingly touched on sensitive subjects, including race, gender, and historical events. This shift was partly driven by his understanding of his audience's appetite for boundary-pushing humor. However, it also reflected a broader trend in YouTube comedy, where creators often feel compelled to take greater risks to stand out in an oversaturated market. Despite this evolution, Oogway maintained that his content was intended as humor and should be understood in that context. He often cited the nature of dark humor, which by definition involves making light of serious, taboo, or distressing subjects, as a legitimate form of comedy. Master Oogway's foray into more controversial content led to several statements and jokes that many found offensive. He tackled a wide range of sensitive issues, often in a manner that was intended to shock or provoke. For example, he made jokes that touched on racial stereotypes, used gendered slurs, and even referenced historical atrocities in a flippant manner. One of the most contentious pieces of content was his meme involving Adolf Hitler, which he titled, "Ad Hitler is my neighbor." While Oogway defended this as satire, many saw it as crossing a line into insensitivity and poor taste. Critics argued that his approach trivialized serious issues and contributed to a toxic online culture. Oogway's defense was rooted in the argument that humor is subjective and that his intent was never to cause harm, but to push the boundaries of what could be considered funny. He cited freedom of speech and the role of comedians in challenging societal norms as justifications for his content. Despite the backlash from viewers and fellow content creators, Master Oogway often displayed a lack of accountability for the impact of his content. When confronted with criticism, his responses were frequently dismissive or defensive. He framed the backlash as overreactions from people who didn't understand his style of humor, or who were overly sensitive. Oogway's reluctance to fully acknowledge the harm his jokes could cause further alienated parts of his audience. His apologies, when offered, were often seen as insincere or perfunctory. Instead of addressing the concerns head-on, he would sometimes mock his critics, reinforcing the perception that he did not take the issues seriously. This attitude was exemplified in his reaction to being banned from YouTube. Rather than accepting responsibility, Oogway blamed his ban on spam reporting by haters and portrayed himself as a victim of a coordinated attack. This narrative downplayed the legitimate concerns about his content and suggested a lack of willingness to engage in meaningful self-reflection or change. Master Oogway's provocative content and combative personality led to several high-profile feuds with other YouTubers. These conflicts often started over criticisms of his content or accusations that he had stolen ideas from other creators. One notable feud was with another popular YouTuber who accused Oogway of copying his content without giving proper credit. This led to a series of back-and-forth videos where both creators aired their grievances publicly. The feud divided their audiences and generated significant drama within the YouTube community. Oogway's approach to these conflicts was typically aggressive. He used his platform to mock his critics and rally his supporters, often escalating the situation rather than seeking resolution. This combative stance earned him a reputation for being difficult to work with and contributed to his contentious relationship with the broader YouTube community. The combination of controversial content, lack of accountability, and public feuds culminated in significant viewer backlash. Many YouTube users grew increasingly frustrated with Master Oogway's behavior and content. They took to social media platforms to express their disapproval, often using hashtags and coordinated campaigns to call for his ban. Critics argued that Oogway's content not only crossed lines of decency, but also violated YouTube's community guidelines. They pointed to specific instances where his jokes and memes promoted harmful stereotypes or incited harassment against marginalized groups. This backlash was not limited to casual viewers. Many prominent figures within the YouTube community also spoke out against him. Their critiques added weight to the calls for YouTube to take action, highlighting the broader concerns about the platform's responsibility to regulate content. Master Oogway's ban from YouTube marked a significant turning point in his career. The platform cited repeated violations of its community guidelines as the reason for his permanent removal. Oogway announced the ban on social media, expressing frustration and attributing it to coordinated spam reporting by his detractors. In his posts, Oogway framed himself as a victim of cancel culture, arguing that his jokes were misunderstood and unfairly targeted. He expressed gratitude to his fans and hinted at future plans outside of YouTube, but the ban represented a major blow to his influence and reach. The ban sparked a broader debate about the limits of free speech on social media platforms and the role of comedy in challenging societal norms. Supporters of Oogway saw the ban as an overreach, while critics viewed it as a necessary step to maintain a respectful and safe online environment. In the aftermath, Oogway attempted to pivot to other ventures, but the loss of his primary platform significantly diminished his visibility and impact. The ban also served as a cautionary tale for other content creators about the risks of relying on controversial humor and the importance of balancing creative expression with accountability. Master Oogway's journey from a celebrated YouTuber to a controversial figure banned from the platform underscores the complex dynamics of online fame. His rise was fueled by a unique blend of humor and edginess that initially captivated audiences, but eventually led to significant backlash due to his increasingly provocative content and perceived lack of accountability. His story highlights the challenges content creators face in navigating the fine line between pushing boundaries and respecting community standards. It also reflects the evolving landscape of social media, where the consequences of controversial content can be swift and severe. Master Oogway's fall from grace serves as a reminder of the importance of sensitivity and responsibility in content creation, particularly in a world where audiences are diverse and the impact of words and actions can be far-reaching. In conclusion, the story of Master Oogway is a cautionary tale for YouTubers everywhere. His journey from fame to infamy is a stark reminder of the consequences that can come from irresponsible behavior and harmful actions. While he may have once been a shining star in the YouTube world, he is now a shadow of his former self, a pariah in the eyes of his peers and fans. Let his story serve as a warning to all creators. Fame is fleeting, but integrity is everlasting. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay true to yourself.